On the evening of April 18th, Paul Revere arranged for a friend to hang 2 lanterns in the steeple of Christ Church, Boston's North End church, the North Church as it's called, the Old North Church as Longfellow called it. It was a signal to colleagues across the river in Charlestown. And Richard Devens of Charlestown later wrote, "I then sent off an express to inform Messrs. Gary and Messrs. Hancock and Adams at Lexington that the enemy were certainly coming out." But that rider never made it through. He was probably scared off by British Army officers guarding the roads, the same British officers whom Paul Revere spotted and had to evade on his ride when he came across the river later to be the backup messenger. He was the backup system, and it worked. Neither Devens nor Revere nor anyone else involved ever named that first rider who went out of Charlestown or left any clue about that person's identity. And I suspect it was a man who the British patrols had detained and held at gunpoint and all. They would have complained about that because men from Lexington did complain about just that. Patriots would have remembered, even celebrated him for having been detained and having braved the redcoats, but they didn't. Instead, there's complete silence about him. And that strikes me as most likely a result of people sort of disappointment, embarrassment. We gave him this job, it didn't work. We don't mention him anymore. But he is our first lost rider of the evening. We don't know who it was. We don't know what happened to him. And if Revere had not come out after him, then things would have been quite different.